Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for today's NCCAA South Region matchup between the visiting Trinity Baptist College Eagles and the Carolina University Bruins. If everyone would please rise and remove your hats as we start off today with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the day that you've given us, and thank you for allowing us all to be here today, Lord. Lord, I ask that you keep everybody safe on the field, keep us safe as we leave here today. And let's just keep everything you first in everything that we do, God. In your name we pray. Amen. Up first, the lineup for the visiting Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Batting first, the center fielder, number 10, Parker Laffrey. Batting second, the catcher, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting third, the third baseman, number 2, Josh Wharton. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 5, Will Van Sickle. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 4, Sammy Coffrin. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 13, E.J. Alvarez. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 6, Colby Kennedy. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 1, Brandon Huang. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 31, Juan Tejara. And the pitcher for the Eagles today is number 18, Michael Cardenas. And now the starting lineup for the Carolina University Bruins. Batting first, the center fielder, number 3, Dion Tubbs. Batting second, the shortstop, number 10, John Kehoe. Batting third, the third baseman, number 6, Nick Macedon. That's not what this is. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 12, Brian Deegan. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 27, Nick Macedon. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 18, Grant Harris. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 25, Kevin Greenwood. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 36, Christopher Wilkins. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 26, Alexiel Delgado. And the pitcher for the Bruins today is number 24, Kobe Van Bogart. At this time, if everybody would please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Trinity Baptist College once again as we're ready for day number 3 of the 2023 South Region Tournament. The host school, Trinity Baptist College, taking on the Carolina University Bruins. Trinity Baptist will bat first. Carolina won the coin toss and elected to be the home team. And a correction, that was actually my mistake on the batting order. Batting third, playing third base, will be Logan Conkling, and batting eighth, doing the catching, will be Randy DeMaio. So I apologize to the Bruins. That was my mistake. So let's go through the TBC batting order quickly once again in case you missed it. Parker Laffrey in center field, Ryan Ongst the catcher, Josh Washington at third, Will Van Sickle at first, Sammy Coffrin at second, E.J. Alvarez in right, Colby Kennedy, the shortstop, Brendan Huang in left, and Juan Tejera, the designated hitter. For the Bruins, Deion Tubbs in center, John Kehoe at short, Logan Conkling at third, Brian Deegan in right, Nick McAdon is at first, Grant Harris is playing second, Kevin Greenwood, the designated hitter, Randy DeMaio is doing the catching, and Alexiel Delgado is in left field. The pitcher for Carolina University, wearing number 24, Mr. Kobe Van Bogart. Kobe Van Bogart is a junior from Phoenix City, Alabama. He has a record of no wins, 4 losses on the season. He has pitched 25 1/3 innings, allowing 54 hits, 54 runs, 48 of those are earned. He has walked 19 and struck out 10. He has served up 13 home runs. He is facing a team that has hit 4 home runs this season. And Parker Laffrey is getting ready to lead things off. The defense for the Bruins, left fielder Alexio Delgado, center fielder Deion Tubbs, and in right Brian Deegan. Around the infield, Logan Conklin at third, John Kehoe the shortstop, Grant Harris at second, and Nick McAdon at first with Randy DeMaio catching. And the first pitch of the ball game from the southpaw is laced and backhanded by the shortstop, and a long throw to first. It is in time. That was a beautiful throw from John Kehoe, about a half step in front of Laffrey, who was hustling all the way. But John Kehoe made one of the best plays that we've seen so far in this tournament, and there's one out. John Kehoe, that ball looked like it was in the outfield. He was actually on the grass and made a terrific throw, and McAdon able to get the short hop. Coach Copeland wants to ask first base umpire about that call. From up here, it did look correct. So we can check on the YouTube feed. That's one thing I like about it, being able to back it up. And I'm looking at that ground ball, and Kehoe made a terrific play. His feet were on the grass, and from up here, it did look like the throw beat Laffrey. So there is one out. Ryan Ongst is up next. Trinity Baptist got here with a 2-1 win over Southeastern Baptist on Monday, then fell to Toccoa Falls Monday night. That score 18-1, but the TBC Eagles came back with a 3-1 win over Bob Jones University yesterday, and that's why they're playing right now. Carolina also defeated Bob Jones and Southeastern Baptist, 6-1 over Bob Jones, 8-7 over Southeastern Baptist, as Ryan Onks lines a first pitch right at second baseman Grant Harris, and that is out number 2. So a couple of well-hit balls and a couple of nice plays by the Bruins. 8-7 was the score over Southeastern Baptist. Fort Lauderdale defeated Carolina 4-2, and Fort Lauderdale's waiting to see which team those Eagles will play tomorrow. Wharton lines one pretty well towards center. 3 well-hit balls, all caught. This time it is center fielder Deion Tubbs, who's played a really good center field for the Bruins, making the catch. A 4-pitch inning for Kobe Van Bogart. 3 balls hit well, all turned into outs. And after a half inning, we have no score. We'll be back after this brief message from the NCCAA. This ball game already in the bottom of the first. One fantastic play by shortstop John Kehoe, backhanding a ball that was on the outfield grass, and he made a good throw that short hop Nick McAdon, who made the catch about a half step before Coffrin hit the base, and then 2 bullets hit right at Bruins defenders. So now Carolina will come to bat, no score, facing Trinity Baptist Eagle freshman Michael Cardenas. You look at his win-loss record, it doesn't look that impressive, but he has pitched terrific baseball for Coach Copeland. Cardenas is 2-9, but his ERA is 4.13, and that's only because he did give up some runs to Toccoa. The entire season, his ERA was in the low to mid threes. So he's 2-9, making his 16th appearance overall and 14th start. He does have a complete game shutout. He has pitched 56 and 2/3 innings, allowing 66 hits, 39 runs, 26 of those earned. He has walked 27 men, but he has struck out 65, better than an inning or strikeout per inning pitched. Well, let's hope the voice holds up. This is my 9th game in what will be 3 days. I did a high school playoff game last night after all 3 of these college games. That's all right. Like I said yesterday, it beats working. So I'll gladly come up here and do a few more. 2 today, 1, possibly 2 tomorrow. Fort Lauderdale is undefeated. They don't have to play at all today. The winner of this game will play Toccoa Falls immediately afterward. A game time start scheduled for 1:30, and then the winner of that game will have to beat Fort Lauderdale twice tomorrow. Fort Lauderdale has gotten 2 complete game victories from their 2 starting pitchers. That's all they have used, so their pitching staff is well rested. Dion Tubbs will start things off. He steps into the batter's box with an average of .364, 8 homers and 37 RBIs, and Cardenas delivers the first pitch for a strike. So 0-1. And the freshman delivers a swing and a miss for strike 2. Tubbs yesterday 0 for 3, but hit by a pitch. That game against Southeastern Baptist. There's a ground ball towards third off the glove of Wharton, and that's going to be an error on the Trinity third baseman. Not the start that TBC wanted defensively, but Tubbs will take it. And it brings up John Kehoe. He was 2 for 4 yesterday against Southeastern Baptist. Kehoe's now hitting .289, 22 runs driven in, runner at first, and a first pitch for a strike. Tubbs, he is a base-stealing threat, 24 for 31. That's including postseason play. 0-1, Cardenas delivers a bunt attempt by Kehoe, and he fouls this one back. Well, the rain that was forecasted a few days ago to hit us this afternoon, right now it's dropped down to 30%. And looking up at the sky right now, we can't even tell there is rain in the forecast. So if it does come, let's hope it comes after the ball game's end today. Throw over to first, and Tubbs back in time. He reached on an error. This is just the second batter of the inning for the home team, Carolina Bruins. Cardenas delivers, and this one is fouled off. Count remains 0 balls, 2 strikes. So Cardenas takes a long look in. All South Region's second team pitcher, and he misses upstairs. That one is high and tight, 4-1. So no 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a toss over to first. Nick McAdon, along with Dion Tubbs and Alexiel Delgado, first team All-South Region for Carolina. There's a little bloop in the right. That's going to drop for a base hit. Baseball's a funny game. Trinity Baptist hit 3 bullets in the top of the first, all turned into outs, and then a booted ground ball and a blooper gives Carolina 2 men on with nobody out. That one just out of the reach of E.J. Alvarez. If E.J. can't get it, not many can. Here is Logan Conkling, the Bruins' third baseman. Yesterday scored twice against Southeastern Baptist. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. Conkling hitting .333, 2 homers, and 16 runs batted in. 2 men on, nobody out, and this one in the dirt and gets by Ongst, and both runners will advance. That will be a wild pitch charged to Cardenas. So Kehoe at second, Tubbs at third, and nobody out. Carolina threatening early. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Cardenas will go from the stretch. Swing and a good rip and a foul back for strike 2. 79 degrees as we start play. Wind 8 miles per hour, blowing out towards right center, right towards that scoreboard. And that one breaks around the plate and stays outside. That's ball 2. Conklin trying to drive in a pair. Cardenas delivers and misses high for ball 3. Cardenas went 4+ innings against Toccoa just 2 days ago. Here's a 3-2. Strike 3 called. Conklin thought it was ball 4, started toward first, and now there's one away. Big out for Cardenas to get, but he still has to face Brian Deegan, who drove in a run yesterday against Southeastern Baptist. Deegan is hitting .350 with 47 runs driven in. He's put the ball over the fence 9 times. First pitch, curveball, a beauty for a strike. Eagles will pull in the infield, try to keep that runner from third from scoring. 0-1. Another breaking ball. This time Deegan takes it low and inside. So the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bruins have homered 57 times as a team, and this pitch is outside for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. And Cardenas from the stretch and a high fly ball, shallow left field. That catch is going to be made, and a bluff by Tubbs and a strong throw to the plate. Out there in left is Brandon Huang, filling in for Gabriel LeBron, who is injured. And Huang was able to keep Tubbs at third. So 2 outs. Cardenas has a chance to get out of this inning unscathed. Now here's Nick Macadon, one of the big boppers for Carolina. Macadon hitting .321, 9 homers, 46 runs batted in, and he takes a curveball for strike 1, former TBC Eagle. 1 strike pitch, and Macadon takes another breaking ball for strike 2. So Cardenas trying to get out of this inning, leaving those runners stranded. Macadon, a big run producer. Also a really good pitcher who got a win earlier in the tournament. 0-2. High pop foul, and that's out of play. So no balls, 2 strikes. First inning pressure on Michael Cardenas. And a breaking ball, no. Ongst caught it, started to trot toward the dugout. Umpire says was a little bit high. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another breaking ball, and Macadon's able to make contact, put that one out of play. Count remains 1-2. Of course, with 2 outs, the defense now playing back, just trying to get out of the inning. There's a ground ball into right field, a base hit. Tubbs will score. Alvarez has a terrific arm and makes a perfect throw. And a throw down to second to try to get Macadon is late. That's an RBI single for Macadon. Tubbs scores. The run is unearned. Kehoe takes third. And Macadon on the throw to the plate advances to second. Good at-bat for Nick Macadon. Fell behind 2 strikes, fouled off a couple of pitches, and then put his team out in front, and that leadoff error came back to hurt the Eagles. Now Grant Harris at the plate, lefty on lefty, and a first pitch fastball up and away. For Macadon, RBI number 47 on the season. And a pitch to Harris, a high fly ball to right field. Alvarez is camping under it, and he's going to give way to Lafferty, making the catch in front of the 360 sign to end the inning. An unearned run on 2 hits and 2 men left, and after 1, it is Carolina 1, Trinity Baptist nothing. After 1, Carolina leads 1-0. Trinity Baptist batting in the top of the second. Coin flip determines home and visitor, and Carolina is the home team. So Will Van Sickle steps up. First 3 batters hit the ball on the button, but all caught. Van Sickle hitting 194 with 15 RBIs. Facing Kobe Van Bogart, gets the first pitch in the zone for a strike. Deion Tubbs reached on an error and scored on the base hit from Macedon. There's your scoring summary. 0-1 to Van Sickle, and he takes another curveball, but this time it broke a little too late. And that is ball 1. A ball and a strike. And this one is upstairs. Where Van Bogart has gotten in trouble is finding the strike zone. Breaking ball lifted into right center. 2 men are giving chase. This ball's going to go up toward the fence. Will Van Sickle has himself a double, and the ball's bobbled in center field, and Van Sickle is going to take third. That'll be a double for Van Sickle and an error on the center fielder who dropped the ball after picking it up. So Van Sickle got hold of one. Almost put it out, short hop the fence, and he's at third with nobody out. Trying to drive in the run now will be Sammy Coffrin. First pitch misses up and away. Coffrin 252, 12 runs driven in. And the 1-0, and that one misses upstairs. Started to say about Kobe Van Bogart, 19 walks in 25 innings. 2 balls, no strikes to Coffrin. Breaking ball at Coffrin pops up and puts over the dugout for strike 1. Potential tying run just 90 feet away. Will Van Sickle, a leadoff double and an advance on a bobbled ball out there in the outfield. And a pitch. Misses outside. That is ball 3. After Coffrin, E.J. Alvarez, Colby Kennedy. 3 balls and a strike. Trinity Baptist Eagles in the dugout cheering on their teammate at the plate. And that one catches the outside corner. Coffrin thought it was off the plate, but that's strike 2, and we now have a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coffrin just looking to make some decent contact and get the run home. And a pitch. There's a ground ball headed up the middle and a base hit. Van Sickle will score. Coffrin has himself a knock. And the RBI single for Sammy Coffrin, his 13th ribby of the season, and he ties the score at 1. 2 consecutive hits. And that brings up E.J. Alvarez. E.J. yesterday 0 for 3 against Bob Jones, and he pops up the first pitch and puts it out of play. On the season, Alvarez now hitting .259, 1 homer, 19 RBIs. Well, TBC has come back to tie the score. Top of the second. 0-1 to Alvarez, who takes a fastball outside. That's ball 2. Offering good speed at first. Doesn't do a whole lot of running. 4 for 7 in that department. Down to 2 balls and a strike. And Alvarez takes one up and away. As a team, Trinity Baptist 42 for 55 in stolen base attempts. Van Bogart take a very long look in at the sign. He's behind 3-1. Lefty delivers. Alvarez grounds one towards second. It could be 2. Flip to 1, throw to first, double play. Alvarez hit that ball almost directly at Bruins second baseman Grant Harris. They played it flawlessly and got both outs. That'll bring up Colby Kennedy, Trinity Baptist shortstop. Kennedy's hitting .190, 1 homer, 15 RBIs. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. He walked and scored in the 3-run second inning, and that's all that Enrico Cita needed as he went the distance to beat Bob Jones 3-1. Kennedy swings way over the top of this one. He's down 0-2. No 2 on the way, and Kennedy pulls this one hard, but foul. The winner plays Toccoa Falls next. Again, that game's scheduled at 1:30, depending on how long this one goes. All 7-inning games in this year's tournament. 0-2. Van Bogart delivers and misses just up above the zone. A ball and 2 strikes. And a pitch. And that one is outside. That's ball 2. Toccoa Falls defeated Trinity pretty easily Monday night, then fell to Fort Lauderdale in yesterday's ball game 8-1. And again, the Screaming Eagles waiting to see which of these 2 teams they will play next. The loser of this game is done. This is an elimination game. It'll be Van Bogart working on Kennedy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, fastball well outside, and that fills up the count. Well, the Eagles have tied the score, and if nothing else, they have made Van Bogart work in this inning. He threw just 4 pitches in the first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch, breaking ball, hit hard, but into left field, and that will be an easy play for Delgado, and that ends the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, nobody left. The Eagles have tied the score. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-1. Bottom of the second, 1-1. The defending South Region champion Carolina University Bruins will come to the plate. And they will send 7, 8, and 9 to the box. Kevin Greenwood, Randy DeMaio, and Alexiel Delgado. And the Bruins looking to defend their championship from last year successfully. And first pitch is low and inside. Of course, to do that, they will have to win 4 games in a row. Same situation for Trinity Baptist. Here's the 1-0. And this fastball is down low. That's ball 2. Pitch on the way, and a check swing at a high pitch. And I'm going to check on down to make sure that Greenwood didn't go around. The answer is no, he didn't. And there's one for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. A good fastball at the knees by Cardenas. 1-1 tie, bottom of the second. And a fastball just below the knees. Good eye by Kevin Greenwood. He is aboard. Second time in a row, the Bruins have put the leadoff man on base. First time that man, Deion Tubbs, scored. Randy DeMaio at the plate. Did not play in yesterday's ball game. And the first pitch is a fastball outside. DeMaio's hitting .333, 6 homers, 22 RBIs, and another one outside. Most of the time where Cardenas has missed so far, he has missed outside to the right-handed hitter. 2 balls, no strikes. Very small lead at first from Greenwood. Ground ball, one hopper right at Coffin. That's one. Kennedy's wide throw. And a missed opportunity for TBC to turn 2. That will be a fielder's choice. Greenwood out for 6. Does not go down as an error, but that is a play that Kennedy will tell you he should have made. Alexiel Delgado at the plate. As a runner at first, 1 out. He's hitting .398, 1 homer, and 16 runs driven in. Scored 3 runs yesterday and drove in 2 against Southeastern Baptist. Had a base hit, a double, and a reach on an error. 1 out, runner at first. Cardenas, as usual, has the man going back toward the bag. He has picked off at least 3 runners that I can remember. Throw over to first, and the courtesy runner for the catcher, Randy DeMaio, as has been the entire tournament, number 1, Abdiel Santana Carrasquillo. He's at first. Cardenas throws over. One ball, no strikes, and a pitch. Bunt shown, and they say he went too far and didn't pull back in time. Santana Carrasquillo, good speed. He's at first. And the courtesy runner for the catcher. So DeMaio will be back there when TBC comes to bat. The 1-1. High pop foul. This one's out of play. Delgado pulled his head. Had a pitch to hit. Counts 1-2. 1 out with the runner at first. Swing and a foul tip held on by Ryan Ongst, and that is strike 3. Second strikeout for Michael Cardenas. And it brings up the top of the order, Deion Tubbs, who reached on an error and scored his first time up. 2 down. Ardinas with the first pitch, and this one is fouled off. So no balls and a strike. And a pitch on the way, and a high fly ball, center field. Lafferty right there, waits for it to come down and makes the catch. A leadoff walk, but nothing else for the Bruins. After 2 complete, it's 1-1. Top of the third. Of course, I'm used to saying bottom half of the inning when Trinity Baptist comes to bat. I have to keep reminding myself the Eagles are the visiting team in today's ball game. They are swinging the bats well, making solid contact. Found a couple of holes, but they've also found a lot of leather out there. Got a double play last inning, a flawless turn, 4-6-3. So Brandon Huang, Juan Tejera, Parker Lafferty will lead things off here in the top of the third. Kobe Van Bogart, 2 innings pitched so far. 1 run, 2 hits. He hasn't walked or struck out anybody. Number 8 man, Brandon Huang, leads off. He's the left fielder. Hitting 194 with 4 RBIs, but he's scored 9 times. Huang trying to start a rally for his team, the TBC Eagles. A long look by Van Bogart. And the southpaw delivers a first pitch breaking ball for a strike. Huang appeared to be looking for a fastball, so we let that one go. So 1 strike on the way is the pitch. Fastball misses up and away. So far, Van Bogart has had better command of the breaking ball than the fastball. Now it's 1-1 and a pitch, another breaking ball, but this one's a little bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Breaking ball lined in the left. Leadoff single for Brandon Huang. Eagles keep swinging the bats and making contact. Eventually, something like that will happen where they find a hole. Good, solid single into left. Hit number 3 for TBC. Well, they got the first man on in the second and drove him in. Now Juan Tejera will try to at least advance Huang into scoring position. Tejera, the number 9 hitter, the DH. Shows bunt, gets it down. It's a good one. The only play will be to first. The throw is in time. And Tejera does his job, advances Huang into second with a sacrifice bunt. Good charge, pick, and throw by Logan Conklin. 1 out. Good speed at second base, and Parker Lafferty has been a clutch hitter all season long at the plate. Lafferty has driven in 29. Good speed at second, and a pitch. Breaking ball misses upstairs. It was Lafferty's ground ball that led to the winning runs for Trinity Baptist yesterday. The throw to first was wild. Both Colby Kennedy and Darren Goki scored on that play. Runs 2 and 3, following a balk with a runner at third. That's how TBC scored 3 yesterday. That one's in there for a strike, and Rico Sita was absolutely brilliant, just allowed 1 run in a complete game victory to the Bruins of Bob Jones University. A ball and a strike, 1 out. Huang at second, and a pitch to Lafferty, and a fastball popped up and out of play, and that's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Darren Goki got the win against Southeastern Baptist on Monday. It's 4 2/3 innings. Allowed just 1 run himself. And Dylan Waters, 2 1/3 innings of scoreless ball, 1 hit allowed to get the save. High fly ball. Laffrey chased one out of the zone. That's going to be playable for Tubbs. Lost his footing, but made the catch. He may have done that intentionally to make sure he didn't overrun the ball. 2 outs. Runner at second. Leadoff single by Brandon Huang. A really good bunt by Juan Tejera. Put him there. Now Ryan Ongst, Trinity's leading hitter at the plate, will try to drive in the run. Rhino's hitting .411 with 11 RBIs. First pitch upstairs. Had a tough game yesterday, though. Nothing out of 3. He did reach on an error, but was erased on a fielder's choice. 1 ball, no strikes. Line drive, down the line. That is a fair ball. Huang will round third. He will score. Ongst, ball gets into the corner. He will keep on motoring. Ryan Ongst pulls up into third with an RBI triple. That ball was right on the line. I had to wait for the call from the umpires. Make sure that ball did indeed touch the liner inside, and Dylan Owens will run for Ongst at third. Then the ball took a funny hop away from Deegan and got all the way into the corner. That's an RBI triple. Trinity leads 2-1. The leadoff single comes in to score. Dylan Owens, the courtesy runner. Josh Wharton at the plate. Wharton came in hitting .311. He hit a hard line drive that was caught his first time up. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. Not the pitch he wanted. Eagles are really making good contact, now starting to find some holes. Owens at third. Van Bogart delivers. And this one misses up and away. One ball, 1 strike. Van Bogart takes a long look at the sign. There are 2 outs. And a fastball in the zone for strike 2. And Bogart again takes a long look. This could be a big, important at-bat for both him and Wharton. Eagles have just gained the lead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball lifted high and pulled foul and out of play. Josh Wharton trying to drive in the run. Looked like he took about a half step forward in the batter's box this time. Van Bogart with the 1-2. Misses up and away. That's ball 2. Van Bogart not worried about Owens at third. He's just trying to get out of the inning without any more runs scoring. Leadoff single, RBI triple. Two balls, 2 strikes. Line drive down a left field line, but that is hooking, and it is foul. Wharton got a really good swing at Van Bogart on that one. Out in front just a little bit. For Ryan Ongst, his first triple of the season. The 2-2. High fly ball, well hit towards right, but very playable, and the catch will be made by Brian Deegan to end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the third with TBC leading 2-1. We'd like to welcome all of our viewers letting us know they're watching, and all those who haven't made a comment at this point, that's all right. We're glad you're joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Drizzy, Greg Calder, Gail Reynolds, and Charisma P. all cheering on Trinity Baptist. The winner will play Toccoa Falls next, and again, the winner will have to win 3 more in order to take home the title. Next game is also an elimination game, and Fort Lauderdale hasn't lost, so Fort Lauderdale waiting for tomorrow will have to win just 1 time. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Trinity leads 2-1. Carolina scored first, an unearned run in the bottom half, but then TBC, that was the first inning, and then TBC got single runs in the 2nd and the 3rd. RBI single from Sammy Coffrin, and an RBI triple from Ryan Ongst. John Kehoe will start things off. 2, 3, and 4 due up. And first pitch from Cardenas. Chopped right back to the pitcher. Resets his feet. Makes a good solid throw for the out. That play is a lot tougher than it looks for the left-hander who had to make the catch while on the slant downward, and that is a very steep mound. Had to turn, reset his feet, and then make the throw. Logan Conklin followed by Brian Deegan. If anyone gets on, Nick McAdon. First pitch, breaking ball, misses low and inside. Conklin down on strikes in the 1st. And ball 2 is also a little bit low. Wind has changed directions back to blowing out towards right center. It shifted a little bit earlier, started off blowing the way it is now. Nothing too excessive, but it might help a well-hit ball out that direction. That was ball 3. And Cardenas delivers and misses with ball 4, putting Conklin aboard. At least Cardenas now can start over with Brian Deegan. That is walk number 2 allowed by Cardenas. Deegan flew out to left his first time. Logan Conklin aboard at first, just drew the walk. Not sure where that one missed, but the umpire now says outside. Conklin, a second-team All-South Region player, as is the batter, Brian Deegan. And this one is up and in. The player of the year, the pitcher of the year, and the coach of the year, all Fort Lauderdale Eagles. Name those 3 in just a moment. Here's the 2-0. High pop-up behind the infield. Kennedy going back. That ball's going to drop right in front of Laffrey to throw to second. In time. Parker Laffrey, very aware of the situation, able to make a good, solid throw and get the force out. That's a fielder's choice for Brian Deegan. And an 8-4 put out at second base. 2 away. Great job by Laffrey, who couldn't get there in time to make the catch. He got a nice hop and made a terrific throw. So Nick McAdon at the plate. Deegan at first goes back to the bag, and a high fly ball towards Alvarez, racing near the corner, and he will make the catch. Excellent job by Alvarez. We've seen a few good defensive plays turned by both teams. That ends the inning. A walk, but nothing else. After 3, it's 2-1 Trinity Baptist. The player of the year in the South Region is Fort Lauderdale's Ryan Reifenberg. The pitcher of the year is Fort Lauderdale's Josh Crawford, who got himself a complete game win Monday. And the coach of the year is Fort Lauderdale's Billy Glessner. The Fort Lauderdale Eagles, counting their 2 wins here in the tournament, they've won over 30 ball games. So congratulations to Fort Lauderdale, last year's runner-up in both the South Region and the National Championship Tournament. Carolina defeated Fort Lauderdale in the title game in the regional tournament. Both teams went to nationals, and Fort Lauderdale came home as the national runner-up in only its first season as a baseball team. They're trying to win it this year, get to nationals, and then bring home that banner as well. Fort Lauderdale also started softball this year. Trinity Baptist unable to participate, and Payne College won the South Region tournament for the softball program. Getting a look at Kobe Van Bogart. He has pitched 3 innings so far. He's allowed 2 runs, both earned, 4 hits. He hasn't walked or struck out anybody. 4, 5, and 6 are due up for the Eagles: Van Sickle, Coffrin, and Alvarez. We told you about Ryan Ongst for Trinity Baptist, making first team All-South Region. Michael Cardenas, second team All-South Region for Trinity Baptist. Here's Van Sickle, who doubled, went to third on a bobbled ball in center, and scored on the base hit from Sammy Coffrin. He takes the first pitch, fastball. That's strike 1. Van Sickle did that with 2 strikes. 0-1. Van Bogart delivers. Pulled hard, but foul into the Carolina bullpen. Josh Wharton also made the all-second team South Region for Trinity Baptist. 0-2. Breaking ball misses up and away. Ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and another one that misses outside. Two balls, 2 strikes to Van Sickle. And pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Change up thrown by Van Bogart. And Van Sickle is out. So 1 away for Sammy Coffrin, who drove in the run in the second. First pitch from the lefty is a breaking ball that misses low. 1 ball, no strikes to Coffrin. And he takes a fastball outside. Count even at 1-1. 1 out, base is empty. Eagles batting in the top of the 4th. A line drive toward the gap. That's going to hit the ground, and Coffrin is aboard for the second time. He's now 2 for 2. Sammy just kind of punched at that one, but he hit it solidly enough to get it over the infield, and he has a second knock of the game. Alvarez grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the second. That was after Trinity had come back to tie the score. So runner at first, 1 man out. First pitch to Alvarez is high and outside. No action in the Bruins bullpen. So we can't see the Trinity bullpen. A ball and no strikes. Coffrin a decent lead, not excessive off first. And a nice block by DeMaio, keeping Coffrin at first base. Coffrin 4 for 7 in steal attempts this season. Two balls, no strikes, and a slide step delivery and a hard ground ball towards short. That is blocked by Kehoe to throw to second for 1. The relay will not be made, but another terrific backhand stop by Kehoe. Turned into an out. Fielder's choice for E.J. Alvarez. Coffrin is out at second. Guys, you might want to try someone else because Kehoe has shown us all throughout this tournament he can pick it. If he can reach it, he's going to turn it into an out. 2 down for Colby Kennedy. A fly ball to left his first time. Alvarez, a good lead off first. Breaking ball, and that one misses up and away. Alvarez, 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. Van Bogart can use a slide step. He also hides his move to first well by lifting that leg straight up in the air. There's a slide step, and he misses high for ball 2. A lot of pitchers, though, when they go to the slide step, they tend to lose a little bit of command. Two balls, no strikes. Slightly bigger lead now for Alvarez, and a pitch on the way is outside for ball 3. Kennedy has drawn 6 walks this season. He tends to put the ball in play. Three balls, no strikes. Taking that one all the way, and it's a good pitch by Van Bogart for a strike. Counts 3-1, 2 outs with E.J. Alvarez at first. Van Bogart delivers a 3-1, hot shot, but pulled foul. Logan Conklin playing close to the line at third. Going to be tough for Kennedy to get the ball past him, and we've already seen what Kehoe can do with the glove. There is a lot of room down the right field line, however. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Alvarez will be going, but instead, Van Bogart trying to catch Alvarez napping. EJ very alert. Not the fastest Eagle, but a good base runner. It's the well-experienced senior. 3-2, 2 out. There goes the runner. High fly ball, left field. Back near the fence, but playable, and the catch is made by Alexiel Delgado. Colby got under it just barely. Otherwise, that ball would have had a much better chance. No runs for the Eagles. 1 hit, 1 man left. Bottom of the 4th coming up. TBC leads 2-1. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Bruins trail 2-1, but they have Grant Harris leading things off, followed by Kevin Greenwood and Randy DeMaio. Cardenas has looked really good through the first 3. 1 unearned run, just 2 hits allowed. The first pitch in there for a strike. He has struck out 2. He's also walked 2. That one just misses the outside corner. A ball and a strike to Grant Harris. He reached and lunged for one that he shouldn't have swung at, and he fouled it off. Harris 0 for 1, a fly ball to center. That ended the first inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Cardenas delivers a breaking ball. Hot shot right at Will Van Sickle. Harris hit that ball right on the button. Van Sickle didn't even have to move his feet. So 1 out, base is empty for Kevin Greenwood. He drew 1 of the 2 walks. That happened leading off the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Cardenas. Van Sickle had Harris played perfectly. Balls and a strike, and a swing and a miss. That hit by Harris, one of the hardest hit balls so far by Carolina. 0-2. Cardenas winds and delivers a curveball. This one's grounded inside the line. That's a fair ball into left. And Greenwood will stop at first with a base hit. Wharton playing off the line. And that ball stayed just inside fair territory. Good, clean single. And Randy DeMaio at the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch, fastball for a strike. There is action in the Carolina bullpen. Breaking ball, strike 2 called. Can't quite see who the Bruin warming up is. It's a right-hander. The 0-2. Got him swinging, ball's into dirt. The batter is out with the runner at first and less than 2 out. So Onks does not need to make a tag or a throw. Now with 2 outs, he would have to tag or throw. Doesn't matter who's on where. Alexiel Delgado at the plate. Strikeout victim his first time, takes a strike. And the man warming up is Chase Locklar. We've seen him a couple of times this week. And that pitch misses outside. One ball, one strike. Cardenas delivers. A high fly ball, right center field. Lafferty calling off Alvarez and making the catch, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. After 4, it's TBC leading 2-1. Trinity Baptist comes to bat in the top of the 5th. 2-1, the Eagles lead. It'll be 8-9-1 for TBC. Huang, Tejera, and Lafferty facing left-hander Kobe Van Bogart. 4 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits. No walks, no strikeouts. He's had some good defense behind him. Locklar heating up quickly out there in the bullpen in case he's needed soon. Van Bogart dropped down from the side on his last warm-up pitch. We haven't seen them do that for real just yet. But that might be something he's kept in his quiver and might pull out at any time. Here's Brandon Huang. Got himself a base hit to start the 3rd and scored a run on Ryan Onk's triple. And a pitch to Huang, and a little bit late on the fastball. No balls and a strike. Van Bogart ready, and a pitch. And this one misses outside. Umpire has been consistent for both pitchers. 1 ball, 1 strike, and pitch on the way. Breaking ball hit towards 3rd. Should be an easy play for Conklin. The throw is in time. Conklin plays the line with the left-hander on the mound. man who doesn't overpower too many hitters. The Eagles have really swung the bat well. That one went right to the third baseman. Hello to Brenda Hancock and O.G. Love cheering on the Eagles as Tejera swings and misses the first pitch. He laid down a terrific sacrifice bunt in the third, so no official at bat. 0-1, and a fastball is outside. Base is empty, 1 out. Tejera trying to get on for the top of the order. Time called. 1-1. Tejera back in the box, and Bogart delivers. Breaking ball that hits the batter, and Tejera is aboard. I forget which game yesterday. I think it was Carolina Southeastern. There were 8 men hit by a pitch. It was definitely one of those games yesterday. But Tejera's aboard, and Parker Lafferty is at the plate. He's hit the ball well both times, nothing to show for it. And the first pitch, and this one is on the outside corner. Tejera's just tried to steal one time this year. He did make it. Balls and a strike. Lafferty a good swing, but it was a little bit out in front and fouled it off. So down in the count, 0-2. 2 strikes on Lafferty. Tejera at first, 1 out. Van Bogart from the stretch. High pop up. Lafferty again chased one out of the zone, and it's out of play. Lafferty has driven in 29 runs, trying to at least put Tejera at second base. There's a hard ground ball towards Kehoe. 6, 4, 3, double play, inning over. John Kehoe playing more great defense. That one was a little more routine, but he and second baseman Grant Harris turned it perfectly. That's a second ground ball double play. And we go to the bottom of the 5th with Trinity leading 2-1. Carolina will have the top of the order due up in the bottom of the 5th. Dion Tubbs, John Kehoe, and Logan Conkling facing Michael Cardenas. 4 innings pitched, 1 unearned run, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Tubbs has scored the run for the Bruins, reached on an error in the first inning. 0 for 2 overall. Good speed. They'll probably put him to use if he gets on base. Dubs has stolen 24 bases this season, so he is a threat. So Cardenas wants to make sure this leadoff man does not reach. Chase Locklar still throwing in the Carolina bullpen. And a first pitch breaking ball for a strike. Locklar may now be finished. The glove is off, and he's not throwing at the moment. Here's the pitch from Cardenas, and a little bit inside. A ball and a strike. Winner moves on to play Toccoa Falls next. Loser is finished. Good curveball from Cardenas for strike two. One ball, two strikes, and a pitch. Another breaking ball, but this time broke too soon and in the dirt. Counts 2-2. Cardenas wastes no time. Fastball on top of it and pushes it down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cardenas ready. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball. Got him. Strikeout number 4 for Cardenas and a huge first out, keeping a base-stealing threat off the paths. John Kehoe at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Cardenas ready, and the first pitch. Fastball, strike called at the top of the zone. 0-1. Cardenas with the pitch, and this time a little bit low. Angst wanting to call. Nods his head when the ump says it was below the knees. So 1-1. Ground ball towards third and a fair ball down the line. Kehoe will round first. He will head on into second. And there's a 1-out double for Kehoe, who pulls up, grabbing the right hamstring, but he says he's all right. Shakes it off. No way does he want to come out. Potential tying run at second base. Wharton made a dive. That ball out of his reach, either over the bag or just barely inside. And Coach Copeland coming out. That might be it for Cardenas, who's been terrific. So Cardenas 4 1/3, 1 unearned run, responsible for the man on second. That was only his 4th hit allowed. He's going to get some congratulations from everybody out there on the mound and more when he gets into the dugout. Dylan Waters will take over. We'll tell you a little bit more about Dylan in just a minute here on TBC Eagles. The new pitcher for Trinity Baptist is right-hander Dylan Waters. The freshman got a 2 1/3 inning save in relief of Darren Goki on Monday as Trinity defeated Southeastern Baptist. That was his 4th save of the season. He also has 2 wins, no losses, and a terrific 2.80 earned run average. In 35 1/3 innings, Waters has allowed 30 hits, 18 runs, 11 earned. He has walked 10 and struck out 26. He will inherit John Kehoe at second, who just doubled down the left field line. Cardenas 4 1/3, but responsible for the runner at second. He cannot lose it no matter what happens. Still in line for the win should Waters be able to keep that tying run from scoring. Waters came in Monday with the bases loaded 2 outs and got out of the inning and allowed only 1 hit in that outing. Tough situation for the freshman. Tying run at second. Number 3 man Conklin at the plate. First pitch misses. That's ball 1. Locklar has finished throwing in the Bruins bullpen. He is back into the dugout. 1 ball, no strikes. Waters delivers. There's a squib back toward the box. The only play is to first. The throw is in time. Kehoe advances to third. There are 2 outs. Waters threw that ball a little bit high, but you have a 6'4" senior over there at first base. Again, a chance to drive in the tying run. He has flied to left and grounded into a fielder's choice. Actually, he got that ball into center field, and Lafferty threw the runner out at second. There is a pulled foul down the right field line. That was a fly ball that dropped in front of Lafferty, but he picked it up very quickly and made a terrific throw. 1 strike the count. Waters winds and delivers. Strike 2 on the outer half of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. There over the glove. Now the pitch. And that one he might have tried to overthrow, and the low throw, that's a live ball. And a very aware John Kehoe, also an aware Colby Kennedy at short. A ball and 2 strikes. Waters with the pitch. Ground ball. Waters snares it. Throw to first. Inning over. Dylan Waters gets 2 ground balls right back to himself. Keeps that runner at third base. After 5, TBC 2, Carolina 1. Two to one, TBC as we go to the top of the 6th. Kobe Van Bogart, 5 innings pitched, 2 runs, both earned, 5 hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. And Ryan Ongst at the plate put his team ahead with an RBI triple in the 3rd. Facing Van Bogart for the 3rd time, and a breaking ball is in there for a strike. Nothing and 1. Line drive towards left, but that's right at the left fielder, Alexio Delgado. 2 steps in, and he makes the catch. 1 out for Josh Wharton, who has flied to 2 different outfielders. Onks hit the ball pretty well, but unfortunately for him and the Eagles, right at Delgado. TBC trying to add some insurance in the 6th, and a breaking ball for a strike. Locklar back up in the bullpen, not throwing at the moment, but appears to be getting ready to do it. 0-1, and the pitch. Hard ground ball into center field. That time out of Kehoe's reach, and a base hit for Josh Wharton. You better keep it out of that man's reach because he'll turn it into an out. Hit number 6 for TBC. Will Van Sickle has one of those hits, a double to center, and he scored the first run. And that looks like that's going to be it for Kobe Van Bogart, who did a really nice job. 2 runs in 5+ innings, 6 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. He is responsible for the runner at first. And it's going to be Locklar taking over, and we'll tell you a little bit more about the new pitcher when we come back in a moment here on TBC Eagles. Chase Locklar makes his 3rd appearance of the tournament. He hasn't allowed anything. 2 1/3 against Bob Jones, 1/3 of an inning against Southeastern Baptist. He has struck out 3 men in this tournament. Overall, on the season, Locklar, 2 wins, no losses. ERA of 7.36. He has totaled 22 innings. He's allowed 25 hits, 24 runs, 18 of them earned. He has walked 11 and struck out 14. And again, the numbers on Kobe Van Bogart. 4+ innings, 2 runs, both earned. He is responsible for the runner at first. 6 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. Ryan Onks lined out to left to start the inning. Josh Wharton grounded a ball up the middle for a base hit. 1 out, Will Van Sickle watching the new pitcher, and will get ready to take over in the batter's box. Wharton a chance to talk to his coaches. And Van Sickle will now face a right-hander for the first time today. Wharton is 6 for 7 in stolen base attempts. Van Sickle doubled and scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Good speed at first and a lot of room on the right side for the left-handed hitter. Locklar ready for his first pitch. And that one got away. A wild pitch will allow Wharton to take second base. Huge potential insurance run now in scoring position. One ball, no strikes. Base hit could score that run. Carolina, excellent defenders. Good arms all around the field. 1 ball, no strikes. And an off-speed pitch is up and away. That's ball 2. Van Sickle will take a lot of pitches. He'll make the pitcher work. 2 balls, no strikes. Check of the runner and the pitch. That time, Van Sickle a little bit too eager on a ball downstairs, and he cues it foul. Chase Locklar, a junior from Smith's Station, Alabama. 2-1. Nobody covering Wharton, and that one is upstairs for ball 3. Kehoe, the shortstop, kind of working his way in and out towards second base, but not holding Wharton closely at all. 3 balls and a strike to Van Sickle. Good swing, but he popped it up over near the fence. That ball, did it hit inside? Looked like it did. However, the catcher, DeMaio, couldn't find it in that bright blue sky. There are some white clouds overhead. Might have made it tough for him to see the ball. It is bright and sunny out there on the field. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Van Sickle. Long look, now the payoff. Ball 4 will put Van Sickle aboard, and the Eagles have 2 men on with 1 out. So Locklar walks the first man he faces, and Sammy Coffrin is at the plate. Coffrin, a good contact hitter. Usually puts the ball in play. Came in hitting .252. Has an RBI single. He's 2 for 2. And the first pitch at the top of the zone. Sammy didn't like it. He thought it was too high. No balls and a strike. Locklar peers in. Got a little Rod Beck action. The old shooter of the Giants and Cubs. Way back in the 90s. And the pitch. And a snap throw to second. The ball's into center field. Wharton will take off. He'll get there, and that'll be an error on the catcher. The pitch is a strike, so it's 0-2. Now a contact could very easily get a run home. Not guaranteed, however. There is 1 out. First and third. Van Sickle not really a base running threat at first. Wharton, very good speed. If that ball gets by, look for him to race home. Remember that low brick wall back there. The ball can bound off it and go right back to the catcher. We've seen that happen a number of times this week. 0-2. Coffrin, patient, started to flinch. Takes one up above the zone. Huge insurance run at third for the Eagles. After Coffrin is Alvarez. Van Sickle, a very short lead at first. Locklar from the stretch delivers. High pop foul, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wharton singled. Van Sickle walked. Coffrin behind 1-2. Locklar delivers. Line drive, base hit. Wharton will score. Van Sickle will stop at second. The Eagles lead 3-1. Coffrin's third hit and second RBI. He's just making contact, putting the ball in play, and good things are happening for him and his team. Alvarez at the plate with 2 on and 1 out. Alvarez, double play and a fielder's choice. Both on the ground. Van Sickle at second. Coffrin runs well at first. Alvarez puts down the bunt. There will be just 1 play to throw. Is in time. Nice job by McAdon reaching up. He had to contend with both the ball and the runner, but Alvarez does his job. Van Sickle at third. Coffrin at second. 2 outs. Kennedy at the plate. A base hit to the outfield could score 2. They don't have to see if the ball will be caught. Locklar takes a long look for the sign. Now the first pitch. Kennedy tried to check and went around too far. No balls and a strike. Kennedy has twice flied out to left. Last time he came very close to the fence. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Good swing, but a little late on the fastball, and he fouls it off to the right side. All last time caught right on the warning track. There isn't actually a track out there, but that's where he hit the ball. No balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch, and another foul ball. Kennedy trying to drive in one, maybe two more insurance runs. In the bottom of the sixth, Macedon, Harris, and Greenwood, 5, 6, and 7. Remember, Carolina is the home team and will have the last at bat. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one almost got away from Locklar. Again, Van Sickle will have to keep an eye on any ricochet if the ball gets by. That's a new setup back there behind home plate this year. Eagles had to get used to it themselves. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball and a good battle between Kennedy and Locklar. A ball and 2 strikes. The wind not blowing at all right now. This is a huge pitch for both Locklar and Kennedy. 1-2. High fly ball to left, but again, that's going to stay in play for Delgado, and that retires a side. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. 2 men left. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Carolina trails 3-1. Bottom of the 6th, and 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Bruins. Nick Macedon, Grant Harris, Kevin Greenwood. They're facing Dylan Waters, who came on in relief last inning and got the only 2 men he faced, both on ground balls right back to the box. So Macedon, Harris, and Greenwood will face Waters for the first time, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Macedon 1 for 2, an RBI single in the first. No balls and a strike. And this one chopped foul, and Waters is ahead, 0-2. There's another Bruins pitcher in the bullpen. He's just stretching and walking around right now. That is Jamie Weinkauf. 2 strikes from Waters, and a fastball is low. Counts 1-2. Strike 3 called. Macedon thought it was outside. He's barking at the umpire and now walking back to the dugout. 1 out. Base is empty for Grant Harris. He has flied to center and lined to first. He hit a really hard line drive right at Van Sickle, who didn't even have to move. And the first pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Macedon very unhappy with the call. He goes out of the dugout behind the fence to release his frustration as Harris pops one over our way and out of play. A ball and a strike. Harris tried to check and made contact. So he's down 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two. Waters winds and delivers. And this one is outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one down in the dirt. Looked like he was trying to break off a curveball, but slipped out of his hands. So a payoff pitch coming to Grant Harris. Fastball, got him swinging. 2 strikeouts for Dylan Waters. He's retired 4 in a row, but he still has to deal with Kevin Greenwood. Doesn't matter which part of the order, all these Bruins can really swing the bat. First pitch from Waters. Strike 1 swinging. No balls and a strike. Waters working quickly. And there's strike 2. Nothing and 2. Waters misses down low. Dylan Waters, freshman from Estero, Florida. Ahead 1 and 2. Fastball, got him swinging. He'll try to do it again in the 7th, but first his team will look to tack on some more insurance as the Eagles lead 3-1 heading to the 7th. For the Bruins, Jamie Weinkauf makes his second appearance on the mound. He got 2/3 of an inning against Southeastern Baptist. He allowed 1 earned run, and he struck out 1. Overall on the season, Weinkauf 1-1 with a 4.87 ERA. He has totaled 20 1/3 innings. He's allowed 22 hits, 18 runs, 11 of those earned, while walking 12 and striking out 16. In the 7th, Weinkauf will face Huang, Tejera, and Laffery. Scheduled batting order for Trinity Baptist, 8, 9, and 1. Eagles looking to add a little bit of insurance, 3-1. Don't rest on that because, as I said a moment ago, these Bruins can swing the bat well. Pitchers of record are both starters. Michael Cardenas for the Eagles, Kobe Van Bogart for the Bruins. Elimination game. Loser is finished. Winner plays Toccoa Falls. Scheduled to start at 1:30. Thanks for joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Brandon Huang, 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the 3rd. I'm Ray Bureau. I have absolutely loved bringing you the action here in this South Region tournament. Now we're ready for Weinkauf's first pitch. The righty delivers. And Huang pokes one toward third. He's going to have to hurry. The throw to first. It is wide, not in time, off the bag. That'll be a base hit for Brandon Huang. Not a routine play, a very tough turn and throw for Conklin. Huang may have had to throw beaten anyway, but again, Very difficult play for the Bruins third baseman. So Hwang aboard, very good speed. Tahara at the plate. He's already put down one sac bunt. He's going to try it again. He gets it right back to the pitcher. The throw will go to first. It is in time. A low throw, but a good scoop. It looks like there's a new first baseman for Carolina. Cade Fletcher has taken over for Nick McAdon. Parker Lafferty has a runner in scoring position. And the first pitch is upstairs. So Cade Fletcher, number 19 at first base for the Bruins. And a breaking ball in there for a strike. Weinkauf has come back to even the count. 1-1 with Brandon Hwang at second. Lafferty in the box, and he takes one low for ball two. 2 balls and a strike. Tahara, his second sacrifice bunt. There is one out. Lafferty, a good swing, but out in front of it. And just in case that ball was fair, DeMaio applied the tag, but the ump says foul. As I've said before, make the play, let the umpire make the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weinkauf does throw the ball harder than the 2 pitchers we've seen before. A little change of pace for Trinity Baptist to look at. Here's a 2-2. Fastball grounded towards third and into left field. Wong had to make sure the ball got through, so he'll have to stop at third. Meanwhile, on the throw, Lafferty takes second base. We're going to look and see how that one gets scored. It did take a high hop. Either way, the Eagles have second and third with 1 man out. That's going to be a base hit because of the hop that it took. So Lafferty at first. Actually at second. Remember, he took second on the throw. And Hwang couldn't go. Now the pitch is thrown, and they're going to get a runner caught off third base. That ball in the dirt, and I was still writing down that last play. And Brandon Hwang is out. So now 2 outs with a runner at second for Ryan Ongst. 2-5 on the putout. Pitch to Ongst. Ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Lafferty will round third. He will score, and the Eagles lead 4-1. Ongst taking second on the throw. He is called out, although it looked from up here like he got in well ahead of the tag. However, the run does score. Close play will give the benefit of the doubt to the umpire. Credit Ryan Ongst with an RBI single. That play that got Hwang off third could come in huge. It was a second out and took a run off the board for the Eagles. We go to the bottom of the 7th with Trinity Baptist leading 4-1. We checked the YouTube feed on that last play, an extremely close call. Again, we'll give the benefit to the umpire who was right on top of it and give credit to the Bruins defense. The throw to the plate, the throw back to second, and remember again, catching Huang off third, got a second out. Now, we don't know for sure that everything would have happened the way it did, but in essence, kept TBC from adding on a fifth run. So Carolina comes up, trailing 4-1 in the bottom of the seventh. 8, 9, and 1 are due up. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Randy DeMaio. Wearing number 37 is Andres Hoyos. Our first look at Hoyos, who's hitting .220, 3 homers, 9 RBIs. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Waters works very quickly and gets a foul ball for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Waters struck out the side in the 6th. He's retired all 5 men he's faced. This would be a save if he can finish it off. Here's a 2-strike pitch, and tried to throw a breaking ball and missed up and in. Hoyos got an at-bat against Fort Lauderdale. Did not hit, and now he takes ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waters, the freshman. The 2-2, breaking ball in the dirt. Got ahead 2 strikes very quickly and has missed with 3 in a row. Three balls, 2 strikes. Fastball grounded towards short. Kennedy, a high hop, plants, throws, in time. Hoyos went for the slide. If he runs straight through, that's a much closer play and a chance to beat it. Sliding slows him down, and there's 1 away. Great throw by Colby Kennedy. He had to backhand the ball and plant his feet. Alexio Delgado at the plate. He is 0 for 2. 2 outs left to get for Waters. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Waters delivers and misses low. Ball and a strike, 1 out. Toccoa Falls waiting to see which team the Screaming Eagles will play. Here's the 1-1. Outside for ball 2. Here's a 2-1 from Waters. Ground ball into left field. That is a base hit. Delgado takes the turn and will stop right there. Good piece of hitting, just putting the ball in play and finding a hole. That's the first base runner off Dylan Waters. Top of the order, Dion Tubbs. Right now, the tying run is on deck in John Kehoe. Tubbs blazing fast. They definitely want his speed on base. First pitch from Waters, and the first time since he entered the ball game, he has had to throw from the stretch. Got the first pitch for a strike. Tubbs 0 for 3. And that is strike 2. Waters fell behind 0-2, missed with 3 straight, and then gave up the base hit. Delgado off first, and this one fouled off. Tubbs late, but he made some contact. 0-2. Of course, Kennedy and Coffrin double play depth to try to end the game. 2-strike pitch. Strike 3 called, and the Eagles are 1 out away from advancing. That's strikeout number 4 for Dylan Waters, and it looks like Tubbs has been ejected for arguing balls and strikes. Coach Jarrett Miller and his assistants now stepping in. Eagles 1 out away from advancing. Dylan Waters will have to wait a moment while the umpire processes what just happened. The runner at first is Alexiel Delgado. The batter will be John Kehoe. The potential tying run in the on-deck circle, Logan Conkling. It's not over yet. Waters has looked really good, but he has to get one more. Kehoe at the plate. He's 2 for 3. First pitch low for ball 1. Van Sickle not holding a runner on. The Eagles just need to knock it down and get a force out or get the play at first. 1 ball, no strikes. That's ball 2. Couple more of those will bring that tying run to the plate. Gentle breeze blowing out towards right center. 2 balls, no strikes. Delgado bluffs, but that's ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. And that one's in the zone. Kehoe taking it, not the one he wanted. Three and 1. High pop up over near the sideline and out of play. Delgado not being held on, already getting a terrific lead, will now be off on the pitch. That pretty much takes away the force. Van Sickle not holding him on. He just wants to get this third out. There goes the runner. All 4 called, and now that tying run will come to the plate. All just off that outside corner. Delgado at second. Kehoe at first. Conkling at the plate. He's 0 for 2 plus a walk. And Coach Broughton heading out to the mound to check with his freshman pitcher and the infield. There's a force at any base. We're going to pause here ourselves, and we'll be right back. Here's the situation. The tying run is at the plate in Logan Conkling. John Kehoe at first. Alexiel Delgado at second. 2 outs. Dylan Waters delivers on a high fly ball to right. Alvarez underneath. That's the ball game. Final score, Trinity Baptist College 4, Carolina University 1. The winning pitcher, Michael Cardenas, he is make that 3 and 9 on the season. And Dylan Waters gets his 5th save. Both pitchers were fantastic. So was Kobe Van Bogart. He takes the loss. He's now 0 and 5 on the season. He did a great job himself, just 2 earned runs in 5 innings pitched. Cardenas, the winner, 4 1/3, 1 unearned run, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Carolina will end its season with a really nice record of 23 and 19, and Trinity Baptist advances to 15 and 28. It will be TBC against Toccoa Falls. Remember that matchup Monday night. Trinity Baptist looking to even the score here in this South Region tournament. We're going to stop this feed now, start up a new one just as Game 2 today gets underway. That should start at approximately 1:30, so look for the live indicator. I'm Ray Bureau. We'll see you in about half an hour on the TBC Eagles Sports Network.